back to my channel. My name is Sasha Talia. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. So today's video is gonna be about what happened having a C-section, everything that I remember and stuff, especially if you are expecting to have a C-section, or say if you're doing natural and then all of a sudden you have to have a C-section, kind of what things you are gonna be expecting and stuff. Just things that can happen and everything. I am pretty much pre-recording my videos, so you guys, I don't think I'm gonna be changing my clothes because I feel so comfortable right now, and in this outfit that I found at H&M. Y'all need to check their sale out. It's honestly so good. I found this shirt like weeks ago, and then I went to different H&M and I found the matching pants, so now I have the matching set that I'm obsessed with, and they were only like $8. So okay, that was like a little not what this video is about, but yeah, if you guys are interested in this type of video, if you're a mommy, if you're looking for more info and stuff, I am gonna be that channel that is gonna let you know the real, the raw like what happened. So yeah, let's get started with this video. I guess to start off with was with this second pregnancy, we were gonna try to do a natural vaginal birth and stuff, was the plan that me and my doctor had discussed. I had with my first pregnancy, I had a emergency C-section. The doctor that I had, she did not catch the preeclampsia signs or anything like that, even though there was actually signs. Like now looking back on it and stuff and talking to this new doctor that I had, there were signs like the right upper, like the rib pain. So I'm just letting you guys know my experience and stuff. So I had the right upper rib pain, I had extreme swelling, my feet, ankles, my hands were swollen, my arms, literally everything on my body, my back. Like I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it, because honestly, like everything was so swollen, even my face. Like looking back, I'm like, who is that person? Who was that person? Yeah, so that was a lot, and just being very uncomfortable. One, you're pregnant, and pregnancy is just uncomfortable in general. So I had that with my first son. I ended up having eclampsia, so that means I was eclamptic and I was having seizures. I ended up having 3 seizures and stuff. Thankfully my husband was home. He wasn't deployed or anything like that, or just thankfully he was home that morning. And when he heard that I was having, something was wrong with me, obviously he seen that I was having seizures and stuff, he was able to call 911 and all that stuff. Ended up having emergency C-section. I honestly don't remember anything of having a C-section. I don't remember the ambulance. I don't remember the people coming here to get me, to take me to the hospital. I don't remember that. At one point I didn't even remember my birth date. That's how bad it was. So with the seizures, they did kind of mess up my head, because I don't have any recollection of having a C-section. So with this pregnancy, I was like, I'm determined, I'm gonna have a natural birth, I'm gonna do vaginal, like, you know, all of this, like I was praying about it and all that stuff. But I'm also doing therapy as well, and we had discussed, like, obviously any plan that you have in pregnancy doesn't always go to plan. So if you're pregnant, just remember that nothing always goes to plan and stuff. Just try to have a hopeful mind and be calm and breathe. Like, just breathe. With this pregnancy, that's all I did, was breathe and stay calm, or pretty much try to stay calm and stuff as much as like you can. Meditate, do yoga, all those good things and stuff, or whatever eases you, or whatever you like, whatever you enjoy, pretty much. So anyways, I have a specialist that I started seeing, because we already knew that I had eclampsia, so we wanted to make sure that I had an extra eye on my pregnancy, me and the baby, because we didn't want to miss anything this time. So I go to my first appointment, great, like everything was fine, no signs of preeclampsia. They do contact my OB and they're like, we want to do the, I think it's called the NST test, I think, or NT, y'all, I don't remember, something like that. NST, I think it's the NST test, where they just pretty much hook up the 2 monitors and they check your baby's heart rate, see if you're having any contractions and stuff. So every appointment, I think it was twice out of the week. So on Wednesdays and Fridays, I started going into my OB office to get the baby monitored and everything like that. Everything was good until until the end of July. I went to my specialist and checked the baby, and he was like, well, he kind of freaked me out, honestly, because he started talking to the nurse that was in the room with me, and he was just like, go ahead, she needs to be admitted, so we need to call, get all this paperwork together, because the baby's heart rate, 1, was too high, and then 2, he was seeing that it was like irregular and stuff, and just how it was pumping and everything. So automatically, you guys, I was bawling. I was just like laying there getting, like, you know, the ultrasound and stuff, and I was just bawling my eyes out, like, by myself. One, you can't bring nobody with you in the office because they still have, here they still have, like in California, they still have like the high restrictions, at least the area that I'm in. In the clinics that I've gone to and stuff, they're pretty strict and stuff with COVID guidelines and everything for their office. Bawling my eyes out, so they're like, you're being admitted today. And I was like, oh, like in my head, everything was just going crazy. One, to me, like, well, too soon. That's all I could think was like, it's too soon. It's a month early. I'm 35 weeks, so I was 35 weeks pregnant. And I ended up calling my husband, crying, bawling my eyes out, trying to get the words out, because I was honestly just trying to get those words out. But so yeah, I told him everything that happened. I called my parents. My parents ended up thankfully flying out the same day as my C-section, and all that stuff. So I got admitted on Thursday, and then I think that Thursday night I started steroid shots. If you guys if you have to have your baby early, they usually do steroid shots. If you're too soon, like in the pregnancy, if you're early on in your pregnancy, they'll do steroid shots for the baby's lungs to kind of get strong and be ready to, when they come out, they have just a little bit extra protection for their lungs and everything to breathe and stuff. So I had to do that twice, and by Saturday, by Friday afternoon, they had scheduled my C-section for that Saturday at 2 o'clock. So, with that being said, if you have a scheduled C-section, it's really nice because, one, you're able to, like, if you want to do your hair or do your makeup, or you just know when you're gonna have your baby and like all that stuff, so you have like the mental to prep your mind and everything. But I was still really nervous because, one, I don't remember anything from my first C-section that had my first son, so that like it was like new to me pretty much. Like, honestly, it just felt like I didn't have a C-section my first time. I did deal with pain with the first C-section, but more so my pain was really mentally because of those seizures and stuff. I was really bad for a few months, honestly. Anyways, this is pretty much story time, you guys. So hopefully you guys are following along with this story, because this is just the story of my life of when I get pregnant and my babies come early. So yeah, so I got scheduled. My parents actually ended up flying in that Saturday morning and stuff. We were able to take pictures of my belly because that's what I wanted and everything. I did my hair, you guys. I did my makeup. I did a light makeup. I wanted to be glowy, and I just want to be glowy and just feel good and everything. So 2 o'clock, I think a little bit before 2 o'clock, they come around. They start hooking the IV bag and stuff to my IV, and everything. They got that going. I transitioned to a new bed and stuff. I put my gown on, the hospital gown, and then hubby was there, so he was able to walk down the hall with me. And then before the operating room, he had to wait and stuff, because usually when they do an epidural or a spinal tap, no one else can go with you in the room. Getting a spinal tap is what they did. I was just in the bed and stuff, and then they gave me a pillow, and then I hunched over and stuff, and they just pretty much walked me through it. I felt it honestly didn't hurt too bad. I just breathed it through the entire thing. It was just like a lot of pressure. There's pressure in my back, and then like stinging. It pretty much stung. Yeah, that's like it pretty much stung and felt pressure. And then they just laid me down, and then like did the little cover thing, and then I could feel like everything starting to get numb and stuff. Like pretty much felt like when your foot or like leg goes to sleep and starts doing that tingling thing. That's how it felt to me. With my belly and stuff, they had to put the I don't know if it's the iodine, benodine, the yellow stuff that they do to like clean your stomach. So it was so weird, because I could honestly feel like when she was putting that on me, I could feel like my stomach, I could tell like she was putting something on my stomach pretty much. So I was like freaking out for a little bit. I was like, am I supposed to feel that? And she was like, does it feel cold? Do you feel anything cold? I'm like, no. And she's like, you're fine, you're numb. I was like, okay. Still freaking out because the doctors weren't in there just yet. But so anyways, they ended up coming in. My OB doctor came in. Honestly, one of the best doctors ever. He came to check on me. He held my hand, and he was like, you're gonna be okay. And he's like, I can tell you're nervous. I can see it in your eyes. And I almost started crying, because I was just like, yeah, I'm nervous, like, you know, and stuff. But he's like, it's gonna be fine. He goes back to the other doctor and everything like that, and they pretty much, I think they start working, like they start kind of just doing the surgery and stuff. And my husband, he comes in and everything, and I wish we could have recorded, but I don't think you're really supposed to record in there. But honestly, if we wanted to, I think my husband could have just had his phone and just like recorded me, because before the baby came out, I kind of skipping a part, but before the baby came out, I was like, get your phone and take pictures, like take pictures of me, because on iPhone you have live photos. So that's why in the video before you hear the baby crying so like quick, because it was a live photo which I made into like a video kind of thing. So but anyways, during the C-section, you just hear all the tools that they're using. You don't see anything. The whole entire time I was breathing. I was pretty much telling myself that I can do this. I was next to my husband. It was like really nice to be able to okay, y'all, I'm crying on here. Okay, it was really nice to remember, because the first time I wasn't able to remember anything. And to be with my husband and stuff, having that memory means so much. So, oh my goodness, I didn't even think I was gonna cry on here. Let me get myself together. That really meant a lot. And anyways, let me rewind of how I was feeling and stuff. You're hearing all the tools, and you do feel the pressure. And that's why when they said, okay, you're gonna feel some pressure, I was like, oh, is the baby gonna come now or whatever? And they're like, no, we're just getting like your uterus and stuff. They had to put like some tool to like move it, that way the baby can actually come out. So once they did that, and then I'm pretty sure they said, all right, the baby is gonna be coming out like right after that. And I felt more pressure, and so that's when I told my husband, I was like, all right, get the camera, start taking pictures or whatever. And he literally got it as soon as like the baby started crying. So that was really beautiful to have and everything. And once again, having that memory and hearing my baby cry, because the first time with Travell, I don't remember hearing him cry, because I was just so out of it and and everything. So that was really special. So that was really special. Instead of having them take the baby to me, what they had to do was take the baby to like in the bed, like next to me. But I really couldn't really see him anyways because they had all these people surrounding him, checking him. He had a lot of fluid, you guys. So much fluid coming up from his lungs and everything. So they had to put like a CPAP machine on him. They did. They checked his heart. And it's so crazy because I got admitted to the hospital because of his heart, and nothing is wrong with his heart. Thankfully, like I'm so happy nothing is wrong with it and stuff. But he did have a lot of fluid and everything, and he ended up having a little bit of jaundice and stuff. So instead of having them bring him to me, they had to take him to NICU and get him situated. So he had like a whole CPAP. He was like hooked up, you guys. And it broke my heart and stuff, like seeing him like that. And he was so tiny. He was a month early and he weighed 4 pounds. So he was definitely a little preemie baby. And so yeah, that was like the whole shebang of getting my C-section. Now looking back on it, I think I would try again to have maybe one more kid for a C-section and stuff, since now I do have to keep on having C-sections. It wasn't that bad as long as you get your mental together and you breathe and stuff, and the doctors just do what they're meant to do, you know. So after all that, they wheeled me back to, or they transferred me to a recovery room and stuff for like an hour or so, and they're asking me, can you move your toes? Can you move your leg? And all that stuff. Pretty much no. The answer is no. And everything. I do remember feeling like a little dizzy. Like I remember I tried putting my head up and I was just like, ooh, like felt a little dizzy and stuff. But they're like, that's normal. That's just the medicine and stuff. The from the spinal tap, like everything's trying to wear off and after the surgery and stuff. So then they enrolled me to NICU, and I was able to see baby boy. I was able to see Emrys and stuff. So I stayed there for a little bit, and then they took me to my room, and I was just trying to get rest and stuff. I did feel a little nauseous once again because of the medicine, I think. And then I think my legs didn't get feeling until later on that night and stuff. So once they got feeling and they took my catheter out, the nurse had told me that it was my night nurse, and she was like, you need to be able to walk 2 times with me to the bathroom and pretty much go pee pee while I'm there, like to help you and stuff. And then once you do that, you're gonna be able to walk around by yourself unless you need assistance, and then we can actually go see your baby. So I was like, you said I can go see my baby once I'm done, once I peed twice with you? Okay. So I was so determined. When I kid you not, it took me like 20 or 30 minutes to have my first pee. So TMI, it took me a long time to pee. It took me forever. But she said that's normal. Some people, they go right away. Some people, it takes longer for them, just depending on the catheter and all that stuff. Oh, he's waking up. So it just depends. Then for the second time, she gave me she made like some cocktail juice or whatever, and I chugged that like no other, and then I had to pee right away. I called her. I was like, I have to go to the bathroom again. So she came to help me. But when I tell you guys, like walking and stuff, like after having the C-section, it does hurt. That first week or 2 was like killer, like man. But I was so determined to like be able to walk to the NICU. Like the first time I had to go to the NICU, they rolled me in a wheelchair, but after that I was walking to the NICU and stuff. And I said walking is like the best way to heal and just get everything situated and stuff. Oh my god, I feel like this is gonna be a long video. I do feel like I have a higher pain tolerance, but still with the high pain tolerance, there was still a lot of pain because they go through so many layers and stuff, and then this time they had to cut a little bit further to my hip and stuff, so that area was just definitely really sore, really hurt really bad on that side. Even like now, it's been what, a month and a half, and I still have, like, even to the touch, it still hurts and stuff. So tomorrow I actually see my doctor for my 6-week appointment, to check on my stitches and everything. They gave me dissolvable stitches, so that was nice because I definitely didn't want like staples. And I was like, even during the surgery, I think I was like, am I getting dissolvable stitches? And they're like, yeah. Like, okay, good. But yeah, so definitely this experience compared to my first son was so crazy, so different. They both were, one was an emergency, and the second one was, they weren't calling it an emergency because obviously we got scheduled and all that stuff, but it was definitely like, okay, this is actually happening kind of thing. Like, everything happened so fast. The restrictions that they gave me was I cannot pick anything up except for the baby. And when I tell you guys, that's so hard when you have a toddler. It's been hard and stuff, but I haven't picked him up at all. I just kind of hold his hand if I need to move him somewhere or whatever. I'm just like, come on. But yeah, I'm still pretty sore, so I'm definitely gonna bring that up to my doctor, because I don't remember with my last pregnancy being this sore after my C-section. I don't remember having this much soreness, and sometimes I have like a stinging burning kind of pain in my stitch, so I'm just gonna ask about that too. But oh, he's waking up. So yeah, I think those were the two kind of differences. It's just my experience and stuff. There's really not much to it. It's just to breathe, be calm, try to be calm, know that your bundle of joy is coming. So like, having those mindsets and stuff is definitely key. And I feel like even with like a natural birth too, like vaginal, like breathing, trying to stay calm, knowing that your baby is gonna be coming into this world, into your arms, that, you know, that's your baby. You cared for them for however long you were able to and stuff. It's a beautiful moment, experience, and everything. And that your body was able to go through all of that, like everything. So give yourself more credit, because that's what I'm trying to do. Been trying to give myself credit and everything, because obviously my body is definitely different now. Super different. I have my scar and everything, and postpartum, hormones, all that still, woo, it's like that. Pretty much. But you definitely will get through it, and everything. So yeah, I think that was pretty much my two like experiences and what I went through with my C-section. Just honestly, you will heal and it will be okay. And I am super happy and super blessed. So remember, you're blessed, and I'm so happy I was able to share this with you guys. So if you have a similar experience, or if you had a C-section or vaginal, let me know in the comments down below. Let's talk and share our experience together and stuff, to help other mamas out there, whether if you're a first-time mama or if this is like your third or fourth baby or whatever, because every pregnancy is definitely different. So remember that every pregnancy is different, every birth can be different and stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's super different. I know it's like pretty much a long story time, but stuff like this, I feel like it's just, this is what it was, this is what happened and everything. And yeah, I have my little baby boy and I'm really excited, and his brother, his big brother, loves him so much, and I'm so happy about that. But yeah, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. See you guys on the next one.